What's going on? It's Astronaut H, and this is the What More Do You Want Network. Now, in this video, I will be discussing the Denver Nuggets, and as we all know, Michael Malone has been fired by the Denver Nuggets. We know that part, but now there is many speculations or reasonings to why Michael Malone has been, ultimately let go by the Denver Nuggets of his coaching duties, and that one main reason is Russell Westbrook. Now, I don't know if this is to be true, but these are things that are being, put out there as far as why the Denver Nuggets was having, strife as far as coaching, front office, and things like that. Now, the finger pointing is at Russell Westbrook. That's the main reason why they said that Michael Malone was let go, is because he was electing to play Russell Westbrook more down the stretch of games than other guys, mainly the younger guys. We're talking about Russell Westbrook, who's an MVP. We're talking about the all-time NBA leaders in triple doubles and things like that. The Nuggets play very well when he's starting along with Nikola Jokic, but to that same effect, you can say late in games, especially, a few of their when they were on their losing streak, you look late game situations, and Russell Westbrook basically cost them the game in a lot of people's eyes. So, what does that look like, right? What does that look like when you say, well, it could be other things? But I feel like when you hear things like this and you don't really know, because internally you don't know, but here's things that were said. This is something that was spoke about. This is a quoted statement. He knows what big games are about, and we're playing a lot of guys that have no idea what big games are about, said Malone. Having a veteran that's been there and done that can also be reassuring for some of those guys. In a dramatic turn of events, Malone's loyalty and continued support of his point guard is now being cited as the factor in Malone's sudden termination. So, again, like I said, all the finger pointing is at Russell Westbrook. This is another situation of Russell Westbrook being the scapegoat into what issues lie with a team. This is the same thing that happened when he was with the Los Angeles Lakers. No, we're not going to talk about anything else and other issues going on with the team defensively, or we may not be talking about what goes on with the team as far as chemistry with other players, because again, with a team like the Denver Nuggets, yes, Joker gets leniency more than the next guy. Jamal Murray gets leniency more than the next guy. But don't forget that Aaron Gordon missed a lot of time. You cannot just initially make that up with a player coming back so soon, right? You can't just initially make that up by putting a makeshift lineup out there on the floor. Now, granted, you do have Nikola Jokic. Great player. But Jamal Murray isn't healthy. So what effect can that help you when Joker is putting up these monumental numbers, but they're not turning into wins? And that could be also something that the front office is looking at too. But again, like I said, Russell Westbrook, who's averaging close to 14 points per game, about 5 rebounds and 6 assists per game, is not bad. I just think that when you start talking about older veteran guys versus rookie guys and things like that, because they hit Christian Brown, that is out of the park. We know that. But as far as pointing and having Russell Westbrook be the end all be all to why a coach was fired, I think that's a disgrace to not only ownership to say something like that, but to also make it seem like he was the end all be all to why. Because I could see if, every time Russell Westbrook was on the floor, the Nuggets lost the game. No, that wasn't the case. In games where Russell Westbrook started, the Nuggets played very, very well. Him and Joker had games where they played very, very well together. So I don't think that was the issue. I just think when you put out statements like that and you say certain things to discredit a player because you want to make it seem like he was the one, you know, to end a coach's career with that team, it's bad. It's distasteful in my opinion. I think on another downswing or downturn for the Nuggets, maybe, you know, they stop listening and tuning out Michael Malone. So that could also be something. But to say Russell Westbrook is the reason, I just think that's horrible. I think that's a horrible take. I don't think he's the reason why. Of course, he's the easiest one to pinpoint and point out that he was the reason, but like I said, man, I don't think it was in their best interest to say it was him and him alone. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Do you guys think Russell Westbrook was or is the reason why Michael Malone was fired? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell to know anytime a video is being uploaded to this channel. This is Astronaut H. This is the What More Do You Want Network, and I catch you guys on the next video.